Hello, amazing students. Let's learn together. My name is Mrs. C. Today, I'll be reading this book to you. The title is Binny's Diwali. It is about Diwali, the festival of lights. The author is Thriti Umrigar, and the illustrator is Nidhi Chanani. Binny's Diwali. Binny woke up happy, but nervous. It was her day to share about Diwali, the festival of lights. Since her class was learning about different celebrations, her teacher, Mr. Boomer, had asked her to talk about her favorite holiday. Last month, Sarah talked about Rosh Hashanah, and today it was Binny's turn. She hoped everything would go just as she and her teacher had planned. Binny started getting ready for school. She smiled as she noticed the Indian outfit Mom and Dad had laid on her chair. Maybe it was the perfect day to wear her new blue suede shoes for good luck. Binny turned around and got a glimpse of her mom, looking so beautiful in the bright red silk sari Dad had bought her for Diwali. There's Mom's beautiful sari. And there's Binny picking out her outfit that Mom laid out for her. Everybody went shopping for Diwali. Kids got new clothes and toys, parents bought each other jewelry, and friends exchanged gift baskets filled with cakes and sweets and nuts. You can see some of the shops where they were shopping for Diwali. Wearing her new clothes, Binny ran downstairs for breakfast. Instead of cereal, Mom and Dad had a treat for her. Warm jalebis, orange discs of sweetness that melted in her mouth when she bit into them, and soft milky petas that crumbled in her mouth and made her lick her lips. Dad quickly packed the rest for her class. May the words you speak today be as sweet as jalebis and as soft as petas, he said. Look at all the delicious foods. Look at her plate. She looks so happy. Mom drove Binny to school. Remember to tell them about the oil lamps, she told Binny as she kissed her goodbye. Good luck, Bin. You will do great. After morning circle time, Mr. Boomer called Binny's name. But when she stood before the class, a terrible thing began to happen. Suddenly, she felt so shy and scared. Her mind went blank. Has that ever happened to you? Sometimes we can get nervous, right? Some children began to giggle. Others fidgeted, not knowing what to do. Today is Diwali, Benny said nervously. Dewa who? Yelled Tommy. The teacher stood up and gave the sign for quiet. Benny did want to share about her favorite holiday with her friends, but she couldn't find the words. Mr. Boomer put a kindly hand on her shoulder. Take a deep breath, he whispered. I know you can do this. Just then, Benny remembered what Mama told her about the lamps. To celebrate Diwali, people lit little oil lamps called diyas and put them by their front doors to guide good luck into their homes and chase away the darkness. All over the world, Diwali marked the victory of goodness and light. Look at all of those beautiful oil lamps. Binny now knew what to say. Diwali is the festival of lights. It is a Hindu holiday that lasts 5 days, and it celebrates the victory of goodness and hope. She told them about the fireworks, how they whistled through the air and burst like stars in the night sky, leaving streaks of gold and red and green. She described the sparklers Dad lit in the yard, how she made figure eights with them, the golden sparks opening like a flower. Mr. Boomer brought over the streamers that Binny had made. She took out some colorful glitter and asked Juliet and Aisha to help her make them brighter. They're making beautiful decorations. The class gathered around Mr. Boomer's desk as Binny handed him a tiny electric clay diya. The teacher turned it on. The small flickering light looked so pretty that all the children oohed and awed. Binny told them that if, on Diwali, you looked down from an airplane, you'd see the city shine like a diamond, lights shimmering everywhere you looked. She made them close their eyes and imagine a dark sky with a million twinkling stars. Diwali is a magical time for children everywhere. Binny had one more thing to show them, the best thing of all. She took out bags of colored powder, red, blue, yellow, purple, green, and orange, and sprinkled them onto the floor. First, she drew a flower with the powdered chalk. Then she used it to write, Happy Diwali to all. Look how beautiful that is. The children started clapping. Benny went to her desk and out came the box of petas and jalebis, one for each student in the class, and for Mr. Boomer, too. They ate every last crumb of the sweets and smacked their lips in delight. She brought enough to share for everybody, even the teacher, all of her friends. Romeo raised his hand. How many festivals are there in the world? He asked. Benny smiled. Thousands of them, she said, and they are all beautiful in their own way. Mr. Boomer leaned over to Benny and said, Great job. She grinned from ear to ear. Benny walked home that day, celebrating her own victory of goodness and light. The spirit of Diwali was real. The story of the oil lamps had chased away her own fears. Everyone loved Diwali, this wonderful festival of lights. And here is some more information if you want to check this book out from your local library. It has the Diwali story that the Festival of Lights is about, marking the victory of good over evil or light over darkness. And it also talks about the 5 days of Diwali, the different things you can do on each day traditionally. And here's a note from the author as well. The end. Wasn't that a lovely book? I hope that you learned a lot more. And like I said, if you check this book out from your library, you can even read some more facts about the Diwali festival. All right, thank you so much for listening. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.